With the full form, this is the Meghalaya Identification and Registration, Safety and Security of Migrant Workers Rules.
Ka Cabinet Jongka Sorka Meghalaya Democratic Alliance po ka jingïalang tirang ba atla Conrad ke sangma ila shim hynriew tylli kirai kibla kongsan haka jingïalang Cabinet balong mentah kasngi ngkong ka Cabinet kibla menjur ban kentup yakat thunderstorm pat strong wind lightning ka cyclone kum ka jingja kibla ban penbena kum ka state ne local disaster kini karong namar baka jing penjulor nakara ka bacur kina nangja haka wat ada kimpoi saka kedan cyclone mat kan ai kecing pensyai ya kabur sensar haka por penle ya kam jingaram.
I have already given an update on the MRSSA before only. As I said that there are multiple meetings that have taken place, whether it's at Home Minister level or whether it is at the Home Secretary level or whether it is at the level of Home Secretary and the Chief Secretary level. So there are multiple discussions taking place, and we are very hopeful that we'll be able to take forward the MRSSA 2020 and get it implemented. So we are still waiting. As I said, there are some more issues to be resolved. But in the meantime, what is important is that the current act that is there, we want to ensure that we implement the current provisions of the current act of 2016. So in that, as you're aware, that we have already worked out in multiple locations and multiple, I've given a report, in fact, yesterday also. Multiple locations we have done the registrations, and the Rangbashnongs and locality headmen, they have been involved. And the expansion of the implementation of this, of the MRSSA is happening as we speak. And we are working out, better technology, much more friendly, user-friendly face recognition software and systems which can be accessed on any mobile, which we feel will be further strengthening the implementation and make it very easy for the headmen and locality people to then implement. Otherwise, they require a laptop, a camera, a person to type, and a room, and all those things. So, by involving the technology that is available, we should be able to overcome those challenges, because we have about 6,500 villages and localities all over the state. So it is quite a big challenge if you have to give computers and laptops and human manpower and rooms to everybody. So that's the first thing. Second thing, of course, that the facilitation centers we have already discussed, and we are already moving forward to ensure that the facilitation centers are completed and are activated for the tourists. And that is the second part of the MRSSA, which is a part of the 2016. So these two aspects are things that we are working on, and I'm very sure that we'll be able to move ahead with this very soon. With the full form, this is the Meghalaya Identification and Registration, Safety and Security of Migrant Workers Rules. This is the act where the migrant workers coming in, laborers coming in from outside, they need to register. So this registration process we had amended the act, and then we had put a system in place where the labor officers and could in the district level could go and check the different factories or different construction sites where the laborers could be working, and check whether they have registered or not, and if they have not registered, what kind of penal actions to be taken. So those had to be clearly defined in the rules. So we had come out with the rules, but there was still some clarity missing. For example, we had said officers will go. So the question was, who are these officers? What level of the officers can go? So we defined that. So the officer has to be this level, and this is. And when we say that officer can act, what are the things they can act? How will he or she can act? What are the powers they will have? So we defined that in the rules. Then we said that the fees, the penalty will be up to 1 lakh. So the question is now, is it going to be immediately 1 lakh, or are you going to do it in an escalation manner in which there'll be a first level where you suppose you offended once, then X amount, offended twice, X amount, offended thrice, then there will be imprisonment also, and there'll be a higher fine. So these kind of more clear definitions were required, based on which the concerned officers would be able to actually start implementing this act, which has been already passed. But because of the non-clarity in terms of the certain aspects of the rules, the officers were not able to move forward. There was a bit of confusion. So we went ahead and we have cleared those confusions based on the inputs we received from the officials at the grassroots level. And we're very sure that now with this and the training that we'll give to them, that the actual implementation of this particular act will be in place.
And also tell us an update on